Hi, it's Megan. I have the new Charlotte Tilbury Scent of a Dream perfume. So this is available on the website, and they say they have 30 milliliter and 100 milliliter, but they have a pre-order only right now, and it's $100. And I don't know if that's for the 30 milliliter or the 100 milliliter. I'm going to assume the 100 milliliter, but I don't know. Right now, Charlotte Tilbury is sending out samples of the fragrance along with a ribbon, and there's a key in here somewhere too. Oh, maybe I lost my key. Oh no, I didn't lose my key. My key is right here, so you can make it into a cute little necklace or whatever, which is kind of cute, kind of sweet. They're sending them out with orders, so the first reviews are starting to come out. So I did not get a bottle, obviously. I got my little sample, and it's in a little sprayer, and it's a good amount. And I've worn it a couple times, and do have a lot to say about it. So let's see, what do they say about it? They say Ibiza-born British celebrity makeup artist, I can't get this in the stupid envelope, Charlotte Tilbury, who has her own brand of cosmetics, presents her first fragrance called Scent of a Dream, scheduled for August 2016. The perfume is derived from her own blend of scented oils from Ibiza's hippie markets that she's been using for over 30 years. The perfumer, Francois Robert, helped her in making that scent, piped in the chypre floral composition. The scent combines top notes of lemon, peach, mandarin, bergamot, saffron, and black pepper with intoxicating floral heart of tuberose, violet, jasmine, patchouli, and incense. The base wraps it up with ambroxan, hedione, and iso-E supermolecules, and note poissiana tree, known as fire tree. And Kate Moss, oh, they say 30, 50, and 100. I only saw 30 and 100 on the website, but I'm reading this, so we'll see what happens when it's officially released. And Kate Moss is the face of the fragrance. She's Charlotte Tilbury's best friend or whatever, and one of the lipsticks on the line is named after her. So what did I think? I think it's a nice fragrance. And this, by the way, is Mo, who has joined us. So I sprayed it and I smelled it, and the first thing I thought was, wow, this smells really familiar. Like, what does this smell like? And I went through all my old perfumes and I couldn't find it, but this definitely reminds me of something that was in my life for a long time. And part of where I was thinking I could find it was in a Nicotal. I found a rose fragrance from a Nicotal from way back when. I used to go to the shop in Paris right when it was just getting introduced for the first time in the United States. And there was just like a special French fragrance in there. And I always find it hard to describe that French feel, but it's super sophisticated and a little floral and a little powdery, and you just know it when you smell it. My daughter hates fragrances like that, so I especially know it, and I think part of it's her age. She's still younger. It's a more sophisticated feel. She definitely does not need to be wearing these types of scents at her age. But it has that kind of boutique Frenchy feel to it. Maybe boutique Spanish feel too, I don't know. I don't have any. The only Spanish perfumes I think I've ever worn, Paloma Picasso. Maybe. I don't have any Paloma Picasso anymore, but yeah, maybe that's it. That might be it. So I then looked online to see what other people said, because as I read the list of fragrance notes and everything, and I'll go through those in a minute, I was like, no, I don't smell these. So I went online, and some of the things I read were musky magnolia. Magnolia, by the way, is not listed as one of the fragrances, but it's so true. It does smell like magnolia. Patchouli, which is listed, which I barely smell, honestly. Elizabeth Taylor's fragrances, especially the ones that have like a gemstone on them. Soap, and kind of old Hollywood. And I think those actually all work. That works. So let's go through these. Lemon. After about 10, 15, 20 minutes, smelling, I can get a little citrus, so that would be the lemon and the bergamot. Bergamot is what is in Earl Grey tea, which is kind of giving it a citrusy kind of fragrance. I can smell the fruits. The lemon, the peach, no, I don't really smell peach. I smell a little fruitiness, but the lemon, the mandarin, and the bergamot, after about 15-20 minutes, I can smell just a faint bit of it. Saffron, so I actually bought a saffron sampler of fragrances with saffron in it. This is like my new thing, so I was all excited for saffron. Saffron's really subtle anyway. It gives kind of a heady richness to this, almost a sharp richness too, but in a soft way, if that makes sense. Like saffron is so distinctive, but yet so subtle. And maybe I get a hint of saffron. I smell as every time I look at one of these, I'm like, okay, am I right or am I wrong? Black pepper, no. Okay, I just don't smell any black pepper. Let's go to the Ambroxan, Hedione, I can't pronounce it, and Iso super molecules. I think that's where we're supposed to get kind of this other earthly kind of feel to it. And I am a sucker for, you know, the aliens of the world, for the ones that are watery and aquatic and all that. But in this one, I'm not getting any of that. I'm getting a slightly chemically kind of undertone as opposed to ethereal. That's just me. I don't get any kind of, like, I don't know, that stuff you get with Alien. Tuberose. Yes, I do smell tuberose. It's not kind of a fresh, ripe or fresh young tuberose. It's more a tuberose that is more of a commercial tuberose. Violet softens it a little bit. What did I say about violet? I said, so the tuberose, the violet softens, and it's got a little duskiness. When people are saying it's got a powderiness to it, I think that's coming from the violet. And the violet is just a soft little subtle kick. I definitely get the jasmine warming up the floral in it, and I like jasmine. You know, that to me is always, even when it's overdone, I still like jasmine. It fades down beautifully, at least on my skin. So the jasmine's a nice element. And then they have patchouli and incense. Barely smell them. I mean, if I really focus on it, I can get a little bit of that. And some other people who wore it and reviewed it online, they definitely, all they could smell was patchouli. So that's just me. I love the patchouli. I love the incense-based scents. I've done a lot of reviews for things like that. So it's not that I don't know what it smells like, but I don't really get that much of it here. And then the last one, the Poikiana tree, known as the fire tree. When I first like smelled it and looked at it, I'm like, fir tree? Fir tree? Yeah, I smell fir tree, and then it says fire tree, but I do smell a little bit of fir in it. I don't smell any kind of woodiness or oakiness. Mo got a haircut, by the way. That's a lying cut for a skinny little white cat, because he did. So overall, how would I describe this? I do think that kind of that old Hollywood classic, that's definitely what Charlotte Tilbury is trying to evoke here. And bringing in kind of the idea of Ibiza, it kind of makes me think of Brigitte Bardot, who had kind of that balance of the old, oh God, he's in my hair, the old Hollywood-ish glamour with that kind of beachy, kind of hippie-ish vibe, you know, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? No, I don't have it. But a little bit exotic, a little bit classic, a little bit beautiful, a little bit just glamorous. But definitely the vibe that the scent's going to give you. And it is somewhat distinctive. But I think that this really is a scent that's aimed at a wide commercial market. So, you know, you hear when I read this about pulling it up from scented oils from Ibiza's hippie market, I don't know, I expected something a little bit more, I don't know, earthy, or essential oils have that really natural, because they are natural, kind of feel to them. This to me feels really like a commercial fragrance, which if you like that, you are going to really, really like this. And if you don't, it might not be the best scent for you, but I can see what kind of a market she's going for. And I think that she's going to find it. I think she's going to find a broad audience. I think she's going to sell a lot of this perfume. And the bottle is so pretty, which is something Charlotte Tilbury does really nicely. Her products are just so pretty. And so this has that feminine beauty, you know, slightly exotic, but not too exotic, classic, not bohemian. I can't go there. I guess I smell a little bit more incense now. I've been wearing it for about 2 hours. I smell a little bit more incense now, a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna end this review because now I'm starting to ramble. And if you do get this or get a sample, I would love to hear your thoughts for it. It's kind of nice to get the sample. And one thing that's also nice about Charlotte Tilbury's website is that you get free shipping no matter what you spend. So if there's anything you want, even a lipstick, you will get the sample. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube.